Hello students, welcome back. Now in this video we will start the next topic of the chapter function. Okay, in the previous video we did a topic which was related to class 11. Now this is totally a class 12 new topic named as composition of function. Okay, now this composition of function are basically two types. We name it as FOG or GOF. Now this FOG and GOF, okay, to see it or to understand it, we need to understand it in two different ways. One is understanding in set form. If the functions are given in set form, okay, you know what is a function. Okay, function is nothing but a set in which inside we have what? Ordered place. Or if the sets are given in real value function, then the way of doing it is different. If the functions are given in set form, then way of doing it is different. How to find compositions. Okay, so let's talk about first set form. This is a little bit confusing. F, I am saying a function A to B. G is a function B to C. See, B, say. Can I say range of F is B? Range of F and domain of G are same. See, range of F and domain of G are same. B. Understand? Then what is GF? GF is A to C. Okay, now these things you remember, you don't remember, forget about it, no potential. What you have to remember is formula. यहाँ से तुम अच्छे से याद होना चाहिए. First of all, if you have any function f and g, it's not necessary that उस function f और g का fog आएगा, gf आएगा. What I mean to say is that randomly any function f and g, fog is defined. That means it exists. It's not sure. We need to check about it. We need to check a particular condition. Okay. After that condition is satisfied, then only I can say fog is defined or gf is defined. So first job we need to understand what is that condition. Condition of existence of GOF. Okay, so that is GOF is defined when range last wale ka GOF. At the end we have F. So N ka range subset of first domain. You have to remember like this, huh? Don't matter range of F subset domain of G. ऐसे नहीं पढ़ना. GF means F, that is end. Range subset of first domain. What is the first here? G. Same case we can go for FOG is defined when last range subset of first domain. Okay, last F range subset of first domain. Okay, say last range subset of first domain. So if we can from the given F is given in set form, ordered pair के first term इसका domain होगा, second term इसका range होगा. From there you get the domain and range. Similarly, G also given in set form. First element will be domain, second element will be range. So from the set form you can calculate the domain range of F. You can see the domain range of G, and then you have to see are they subset of each other or not. Range of F is a subset of domain of G or not. Okay. So only one thing you have to remember is that last वाले का range subset of पहले वाले का domain. Okay. Now after checking this, if they are subset, then we know that FOG or GF is defined. Okay, here we calculating GF, so we understand GF is defined. Now how to write GF in roster form? Okay, that is another big issue. Now GF will be written like this: braces is a function का composition है, it will remain a function only. Okay, so it will be under braces ordered pairs. Now you have to understand this ordered pairs nicely. So in this ordered pair, so let's show one ordered pair. In this ordered pair, we will have first element, comma second element. The first element is what? Domain of GF. First element are domain of GF, and second element are range of GF. Okay. In normal function, we say it like this: x comma y. Right? The x is what? Domain, and y is what? Range. And we write like this: na y is f of x because it is function of each other. Similarly, for this GF, if one of the ordered pair is a comma b, then what is this? B is GF of A. Okay, like because this is an element of GF, so see, try to understand y, x and y. What is y? F of x. Y is function of x. Okay, similarly B is GF of A. GOF of A. Similar, you understand this? So this is the range is what? GOF of domain A. Okay. Do you understand? These things will be required now. Okay, when we start doing the sum. Okay, next. We understand The first elements are domain. Now what is domain? How to get the domains? Before getting the domains, no, not before, after getting the domains only we can find the range. So for domain, there is a direct thing which you have to remember is domain of GF is domain of F. How to remember this? Domain of GF, last wale ka domain of F. Similarly for FOG, domain of FOG is last wale ka domain of G. In this way you can, these are some orthodox mathematics which you have to tricks to remember these things, okay? So how to remember, understand? So only these two things and these two things you have to remember. GF, when we can say GF exists? When last wale ka range of F, subset of pehle wale ka domain. And what is domain of GF? Because for writing GF in set form, ordered pair forms, we need the first element, that is domain of GF is nothing but domain of last wala F. Same goes here. Okay, now if we need to understand GF, FOG in real value function, that is much easier than what we have there. Okay, now this we did in class 11. F of x is 2x square plus 3. Let I'm taking example, and g of x is under root x plus 2. I want to calculate f of g. Now what is f of g? F of gx bracket gx. Okay, f pehle फिर gx. Now gx क्या है? Substitute that in the place of gx already. Okay. Now this is what f of something. The f of something is 2 into something square plus 3. The f of something 2 into in the place of x something square. Here in the place of x what we have? Root x plus 2. So root x plus 2 whole square plus 3. Okay, this is quite easy. Similarly, g of f of x. G of f of x. What is f of x? 2x square plus 3. Now g of something. The g of something is what? Under root something plus 2. The g of something is under root something 2x square plus 3 plus 2. Okay. Now we'll do some sums to make it understand. Now to understand these things, this part, we'll do one sum right now. Okay. Try to understand what I'm saying. Okay. These things we will use now. Last वाला term, order पे का दो term होता है. First one is domain, next one is range. The first one को अगर मैं GF में डालूं तब आएगा B. That means the second term, like say y is a function of x because this is the ordered pair in function. This is the ordered pair in GF. So second term is G of f first term. Okay. Let's do a sum, then it will be more clear to you. Okay. Now this question is easy but confusing. If you don't understand those ordered pairs, how to write, which I have told you initially, okay, that will be very clear about it. Let's see the question. Question is, a function f is given to you in set form. Braces, ordered pair 1, 2, comma, ordered pair 3, 5, ordered pair 4, 1, braces closed. Another function g is given to you. Braces 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, braces closed. Find GF and FOG. Okay, now I told you the theory that any two functions randomly GF and FOG are exist or not, that we need to prove first, right? We need to check now whether GF exists or not, then only we can solve it. Understand? So first what we will do for proving GF and FOG exist, we need to find range of F, domain of F, range of G, domain of G. So that I am doing here. First F, I have written the function as, now what is domain of F? First element 1, 3, 4. What is range of F? Second element 2, 5, 1. They are inside braces because they are set. Okay. And one more thing you need to understand, which I have told you. 1, 2. How to remember this? This is a function. Huh? So, what is 2? 2 is f of 1. Okay. Because it is x, f of x. Because it is nothing but it is equals to x and f of x. ये समझना पड़ेगा. पहले वाला x होगा तो दूसरे वाला f of x होगा. Why f? Because it's a function of x. Function f का function है. ठीक है? Similarly, g is a function given to you. From there we get domain of g. First element 1, 2, 5. Range second element 3, 3 both 2 times in class 11 we studied. दो बार लिखने की फायदा नहीं है. In set, one elements cannot be repeated multiple times. So instead of both 3 we have only 1, 3, 1. Now how to see this ordered pair? 1, 3. Now this is equals to x, g of x. Why g of x? Because the function g. So first is x, then this is g of x. So 3 is what? G of 1. Here we have 1 now, in the place of x we have 1. So g of 1 is this. What is this? 3. So 3 is g of 1. Similarly you can go for g of 2 is 3. G of 5 is 1. Okay, g of first element is equals to the second element. F of first element is equals to the second element, like this. Okay, now first we go for f of g of f. Now for proving g of f, we need to show range of the last is subset of domain of first. So range of f, see the range of f, this is range of f, and domain of first g, domain of g. See, we have to see range of f is a subset of domain of g naught. How to identify subset? If I say A is a subset of B, what does that mean? All elements of A is in B. All elements of first set should be in the second set. Then the first set is a subset of second set, right? So range of f is a subset of domain. So all elements of range of f is in domain of G. 251, 251. So all elements of range of f is in domain of G. That means range of f is subset of domain of G. Therefore G of is defined. We prove it is defined. Now since it is defined and so defined over here, that means we have to write G of f. So for writing G of f, we need domain of G of f. So we know domain of G of f is equal to domain of the last f. Okay. Now domain of f is what? 1, 3, 5, 4. Okay. Here we got it. Now see from here, how a G of f will look like? How the inside the ordered pair GF inside GF with ordered pair, how it look like? Domain is first element is domain 1, braces ordered pair 1, comma GF of 1. Previously I have told you. Similarly, comma domain. What is domain? 3, comma GF of 3. Then again next ordered pair 4, comma GF of 4. No more domain left with, that means brace closed. Now your job is to calculate GF of 1, GF of 3, GF of 4, and then we can substitute value. Okay? So you understand this line? Because in a GF, the ordered pair look like this. How the ordered pair look like? A, X, comma, GF of X. This is the ordered pair in GF. If I talk about FOG, how the ordered pair will look like? F, X, comma, FOG of X. Okay? These are domains. The domains you already know the first element. So the first element we know, we got it, because domain of GF is domain of f. Now how to calculate GF of 1? Now this is very careful here. These all concepts we require. G of f of 1. G bracket mein f of 1. Now what is f of 1? F. F of 1. That means the first element is 1 here. F of 1 is 2. See here. F of first element is the second element. So here we have f of 1. Check out in f, first element 1 kahan pe hai? First element 1 yahan pe hai. So its value is 2. Okay? So f of 1 ke dekha maine 2 likh diya. Now g of 2. Check out in G where the first element is 2. Check out in G where the first element is 2. So answer is 3. So 3. Okay class. Similarly G of f of 3. G of f of 3. F of 3. In F, check out the first element is 3. Where is 3? Here, that is 5. So answer is 5. So G of 5. In G, check out the first element, 5 is there. Here, that means answer is 1. 1. Similarly, G of 4. Similarly, you can go. So, you understand GF? 1 comma GF of 1. How much you got? 3 here. Okay. Similarly, 3 comma GF of 3. How much you got? 1. 3 comma 1. 4 comma GF of 4. How much you got? 3. Okay. Similarly, you can go for FOG. So I have solved it here for you, and these are all rough, so that you can see and you can understand on your own. I am not depending on you to solve it, but the similar concept. So I am not repeating this thing again. Okay, class, you understand this question? Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, now the next question is: f is greatest integer function and g is an absolute value function. Find value of FOG of minus 3 by 2 and GF 4 by 3. Now, you have to remember class 11 this chapter. If you don't remember these things, you are gone. Okay? These things, greatest integer function, absolute value function, these are all things we studied in class 11. So, I know you will forget. Let's talk about it again. So, greatest integer function f, that means f of x will be equals to third bracket x. Absolute value function g of x equals to mod x. Mod x means absolute value function. Now, if you don't remember this thing, mod to we know how to solve. We don't know remember the name. So name we don't remember. It's okay. We understand mod x. How to solve we know, but how to solve this? So let's see. This is called smallest integer. How to find? Name a greatest integer function, you can answer at the smallest integer, okay? If inside the third bracket we have integer, the answer is integer only. But inside the third bracket, if we have decimal, then we will see that decimal lies between which two integers. And out of those two integers, take the smallest integer. Let's, for example, minus 3 is an integer, the answer will be minus 2 only. Third bracket 2 is an integer, answer will be 2 only. But third bracket minus 1.5, it is a decimal. So minus 1.5 lies between minus 2 and minus 1. Right? That you know. So out of these two, which is the smallest number? Minus 2. Smallest integer is minus 2. So answer is minus 2. But 1.5. 1.5 lies between 1 and 2. Out of which is smaller? 1. So let's do now this one. See here. We need to find f of g of minus 3 by 2 plus gf of 4 by 3. So 1 by 1 first we solve it. F of g of minus 3 by 2. So f bracket g of this minus 3 by 2. Now g of x. So what is g of x? Mod x. So g of minus 3 by 2. Mod of minus 3 by 2. In the place of x, what we have? Minus 3 by 2. So this whole thing will be converted into this form. Whatever we have x here, we will have x here. So in the place of x, we have minus 3 by 2. So mod minus 3 by 2. What is mod of minus 3 by 2? Is 3 by 2. Mod. Gone. So now it becomes f of 3 by 2. Bracket 3 by 2. F of 3 by 2. F of x. Third bracket x. F of, in the place of x, what we have? 3 by 2. Third bracket 3 by 2. That is 3 by 2. Solve 3 by 2. 1.5. 1.5 is decimal. Okay, it lies between 1 and 2. Which is a smaller number? 1. Smallest integer 1. Answer is 1. So this answer is 1. Similarly, go for g of 4 by 3. Okay, so g of f, g bracket f of 4 by 3. F of 4 by 3 is what? Third bracket x. Third bracket 4 by 3. Solve it. 4 by 3 is 1.33. 1.33 lies between 1 and 2. Okay, that means 1 is the smallest one. So this will be equals to 1. That concept we are using here. Okay, we have to see now. If it is an integer, direct answer will be there. But if it is a decimal, we have to see now it is lying between which two integers. Okay, so 1.33 lying between 1 and 2. So we'll take 1 here. G of 1, g of x, mod x, that was g of 1, mod 1. What is mod of 1? So addition of these two, 2 is the answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, now class, this is the last question of the chapter function. Okay, now this question is quite interesting. Let's see whether will I do one more sum or not. Let's see. After this question we'll talk about it. Okay, now this question is quite interesting and it's one of a wonder of a world and it's related to the first topic, first video of relation. Okay, let's talk about that first video, small part. For example, a set A is given to you. Later we'll talk about the question now. A set is given to you, A, B, C. IA is the identity relation on A. Remember identity relation we have studied? We are doing chapter function, we are talking about relation. Because function is nothing but a relation only. Okay, so IA is the identity relation. What does that mean? That means for each element of A, inside IA, the order will be A, B, B, C, C. This you need to understand, which we already studied. If I say IA is the identity relation on A, what does that mean? For each element of A, capital A, the order will be what? A, B, B, C. Now try to understand this. If I say A, A, like for a function f, if I have x, y, what is y? F of x. The second is f of first. Right? Similarly, or can I write like this? Let's have the same convention. For a function f, x, y, okay, f of x is y, right? First element goes here, second element goes here. For this a, this is identity element. Can I say I of a equals to a? X, f of x, a, f I of a. I of a, not this a. This is I capital A. This is I of a. The range. I of a equals to a. So this goes here, this goes here. Similar like this, x, y. This is okay to every one of you. We understand this part. But we have to just relate this and this. They are not different. They are same. Okay. F of first element equals to the second element. I of first element equals to, in the place of f, I am writing I. Because this is function, this is identity relation. That means identity function. Relation is a function. Okay. So I of a equals to a. What I mean? I of domain equals to range. Okay. That means these two are same. These things I will be using here. Okay. So let's talk about the question. F such that R to R, Okay, f of x equals to 10x plus 7. F such that R to R, f of x equals to 10x plus 7. Find the function g such that R to R dot such that gf equals to fog equals to IR. What is the meaning of IR? I is the identity function on R. That means R के अंदर जो एलिमेंट्स है ना, ओके, ये जो IR होगा, IR के अंदर जो एलिमेंट्स होंगे वो ऑर्डर पेयर होंगे, ब्रेसेस के अंदर समथिंग कॉमा समथिंग ऐसा होंगे ना, ये दोनों एलिमेंट्स सेम होगा, ये that is the meaning of that. Both the elements will be same. You understand, class? Okay, both the elements will be same. Do you understand this? Okay. Now see how to do the solution. F such that R to R, I have written the whole thing. Now let's talk about one by one. What is the meaning of this? If I say GF equals to IR, if I say GF equals to IR, what's the meaning? GF is a set which contains ordered pairs, right? Now I can see from the question the GF is IR. That means those ordered pairs must look like this x comma GF of x. Okay, the GF के अंदर जो ऑर्डर पेयर होता है वो ऐसा दिखता है ना, x comma GF of x. लेकिन वो GF IR के बराबर है, मतलब these two will be equal. That means can I say such that GF of x equals to x, this and this are equal. Why? Because it is identity relation or identity function. Okay, you understand this or not? ये बता दो बस, इतना समझ में आया कि नहीं आया, इसको मैथमेटिकली कैसे समझते हैं? Again I am saying, GF is IR. Now, how a GF look like? A GF contains ordered pair in this fashion, x comma GF of x. Now, since this is an identity relation or identity function, that means these two values will be same, such that these two values are same. Now, from here, if G goes that side, it becomes G inverse. So, f of x equals to G inverse. G goes that side. Okay? Now, let's similarly, FOG is IR. Now, inside the FOG, how the order pair will look like? X comma FOG of x. That's not we studied earlier, right? Now, such that since this is IR identity, that means these two are equal. Such that FOG of x equals to x. ये दोनों equal होगा. Now, from here, if the f goes that side, it becomes f inverse of x, gx. Now, this question, one question I've asked you, the other question you will do as a homework. G inverse, such that R to R, such that, okay. One question was find the function g. Next question is find function g inverse. Because here, from this condition, fx is g inverse. That means whatever we got here, that is only g inverse. कुछ नहीं पता करना है, बस लिख देना है. Okay, and we need to find g. So what is gx? F inverse x. So I will use this situation. This situation is not used here in this question because we didn't ask for g inverse. We asked for ga. So g is f inverse x. That means we understand we need to find inverse of the function fx. fx का inverse निकालना है. You understand clear? fx का inverse निकाल लो. That is only g. Now how to find inverse of function? y x के फॉर्म में लिखा होता था, x को y के फॉर्म में लिख दो. That is only inverse. So what is f of x? 10x plus 7. Take it as y. x को y के फॉर्म में लिख दिया. So this is f inverse x. Okay, right? So f inverse x is only g. Clear? So g such that R to R, g such that R to R, such that g of x equals to, now variable will change. We need g of x equals to x minus 7 by 10. In the place of y minus 7, I am writing x minus 7 by 10. You understand, class? Okay. Now let's do one more sum. Since we have time in this video, we will do one more sum, a 1 mark sum. It's quite easy. Let's give a try one more. Last sum. Okay, now this question, last question. Okay, finally, this is the last one. I will not do any more sum. Last question of the chapter function. Okay, a set is given to you 1, 2, 3, 4. F is a function given to you braces 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2. 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 3, 4, 2. Write down FOF. The question we did this sum question earlier also. The first question, remember? So FOF is quite easy. So for finding the FOF, first you need to prove whether FOF exists or not. Okay. So for proving FOF exists, range of last is subset of domain of first. Okay. That is range and domain चाहिए. The domain of F, first element 1, 2, 3, 4. Domain of range of sorry, the domain of f, first element, range of f, second element, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, now see, for f of f, range of last and subset of domain of first, both are same here. So कोई बच्चा अगर उल्टा पुल्टा भी करेगा तो चलेगा. Okay, but since both are same, but we need to go in a proper way. What is the proper way? Range of the last must be subset of domain of the first. Both last and first are ff. So range of f is a subset of domain of GC. They are subset. They are subset of each other. All the elements of range are in domain. Since that means we can say f of f is defined. Since f of f is defined, that means f of f. When we write f of f, we have to write in ordered place, where the first element of f of f is what? Domain. So what is domain of f of f? Is equals to domain of the last. What is the last here? F. What is domain of f? 1, 2, 3, 4. So domain of f of f we got. Now, how will f of f look like? Under the f of f, we will have ordered place such that x comma f of f of x. So first is or basis ordered pair. Domain is 1, comma f of f of 1. Then what is next domain? 2, comma f of f of 2. Next domain 3, f of f of 3. Next domain 4, f of f of 4. Now let's start f of f of 1. What is f of f1? F of f1. F1 means what? Go to f function. See in which ordered pair first element is 1. Go to f function. Which ordered pair the first element is 1? This. Answer is 4. So what is f of 1? 4. Now f of 4 means what? Go to f function. Which ordered pair first element is 4? Which ordered pair first element is 4? Here answer is 2. So we got 2. Same goes for all of this. And we can write this and we will get f of f. Thank you very much, students. Okay, the next chapter, next video will start. That's all about relation and function. Thank you.